pass your awareness down the body, starting at the head. Let me know if you find anything.
Right in my forehead.
Right around the third eye area.
When we were, actually,
Mm.
yeah. When we were bringing in the light, I felt the pressure.
Okay, so it feels like a pressure there. Very good. Tell me what else you notice in the body.
My neck,
Mm-hmm.
almost the back of my neck.
Okay.
And I'm always swallowing like there's something in my throat.
Okay.
I've noticed that my whole life.
Okay. Very good. What else do you notice?
That's all I'm noticing right now.
Very good. Let's start with that forehead pressure. We're just going to focus in right there in the center of the forehead, connecting very deeply with that energy, connecting very deeply with that pressure. And if you could give that pressure a color, what color would that be?
Black.
Yes, very good. And that black energy, does that black energy feel like it's male or female?
I want to say male.
Very good. And let's ask that male energy if it had anything to say, if that black male energy had anything to say, what would it say?
Leave me alone.
Yes, very good. And that male energy, I'm going to ask that male energy that wants us to leave it alone, if it has a name that we can call it.
Rick just came to mind.
Perfect. Rick, tell me how old you are.
I don't know why 3 just came to me.
That's perfect. And Rick, what I want you to do, sweetheart, is I want you to think back to that very last day that you had a physical human body. I want you to think back to that very last day, and I want you to see if you can remember what happened that caused you to die. What do you remember?
For some reason, I'm seeing a dog in water.
Okay, very good. And so, Rick, let's see if we can connect even more deeply into the scene with the dog and the water, connecting even more deeply. Tell me what it was that happened to you on that last day. What do you remember?
It's like the dog was chasing me, and I ran into the water, but I didn't know how to swim.
Yes, yes, sweetheart. Very good, very good. And so, as you came out of your body, Rick, in that water, tell me what happens. Do you remember what you did next? Where did your soul go?
Not getting nothing.
That's okay. How long, Rick, have you been attached to Melanie? Can you remember how old she was when you attached to her?
For some reason, I'm getting 17.
Yes, very good. And Rick, do you recall what she was experiencing at that time in her life that attracted you to her or that allowed you to attach?
She had a lot of light.
Mhm.
Always smiling, happy.
Very good. And so, Rick, as you have been there with her for quite some time, can you tell us some of the issues that you may have been causing for her?
Headaches, pressure.
Yes, anything else?
Holding her back.
Yes. So, Rick, today we're here because we want to help Melanie to begin to move forward again. And we also want to help you, sweetheart, because you've been attached to her and stuck in there for quite some time. And even though that has been your home, there is a much better and brighter place for you. So, Rick, I'm going to ask you to look around. We have this beautiful team of guides and angels that are with us today, and they're going to show you the beautiful white light of Source. Tell me when you see it.
See it?
And as you look into that light, Rick, I want you to notice who's there waiting for you today.
Parents.
What do they say?
Come on. Time to come home.
How do you feel about that, Rick? Are you ready to go be with your parents and go home?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very good. So we're going to assist you, Rick, with disconnecting all of your energy right out of the forehead. What I want you to do is begin to remove all of your energy, pulling every bit right out. We're going to disconnect from any energy centers that you've been connected to. We're going to pull all of your energy. We've got the angels and guides that can give you a hand. I'm going to ask Archangel Raphael to begin to bring in a healing energy, a soothing white light to assist you with releasing. Rick, tell me when you've got all of your energy completely out of Melanie.
Seems like it's deep.
Mm-hmm. Let's bring in, I'm going to ask the angels to pulse in some extra energy, bringing in some blue energy as well to assist with the release of that deeply rooted connection between Melanie and Rick. Pulsing it deep. And I ask Michael also to go ahead and use the net of light to scoop the rest of that energy out of the body, out of the head, just gently collecting all of that extra energy. I want you to feel that energy leaving the body, Melanie. And as that energy leaves, I want you to feel all of your energy returning into that space.
Rick, I
Taking back.
release you. I
Yes.
release you from your attachment to me. You take what's yours with you and leave what's mine with me. And it's time to go our separate ways. Take every little bit. I want you to be complete. Take everything. I want to be whole with my own self. You be with yourself, I'll be with myself. My energy is my energy, yours is yours. Go be with your family.
Tell me what happens.
It's gone.
Wonderful. Rick, we are going to send you back into the light with lots of love. The angels will escort you back to your family. Melanie, we are going to begin the process of healing that space. What color would you like to place there for healing?
Pink, divine
Beautiful.
white, blue.
Wonderful. So I'm going to strike these tuning forks. And as I strike these tuning forks, we're going to bring in the frequencies to begin the process of healing and transmuting any residual energy left behind by the soul. And while that's happening, Michael is going to cut any cords or connections between you and this being. Let's start by breathing in that beautiful pink energy. allowing that space to fill up with all that beautiful light. Placing all of your energy back into that third eye space. Releasing all residual energy left behind by that entity, that being. I'm going to place the white in there, and the white is a very high frequency, but it's very activating as well. So just feel this frequency as it almost pierces through that third eye, opening and activating it. White light holds all of the beautiful frequencies that are needed. And let's bring in some of that blue. So just now imagine that beautiful blue energy swirling through that third eye, opening and activating that space. Balancing and aligning that chakra. Tell me how that area feels now.
Later.
Wonderful. Very good. So, as that energy continues to heal in that space, let's bring your attention back down to the neck, the back of the neck where you felt that sensation. Now, first, I'm going to ask the higher self to verify, is that back of the neck connected to Rick, or is there a different energy there?
Different.
Okay, very good. So we're going to connect in with that energy there in the back of the neck, just connecting very deeply. And if that energy there in the back of the neck could speak with us, if it could, what would it say?
For some reason I'm getting like a image of a rope.
Very good. And so let's travel. Let's travel back through time and space. We're going to drift and float through time and space to the lifetime or experience where that rope was placed around the neck, drifting and floating back to that lifetime where that rope was placed around the neck. Be there now. Tell me what was happening to you on that day that rope was placed around your neck. What do you notice?
I'm seeing like a female being hung.
Yes. Do you get a sense of how old this female is? Does she look young or old?
Looks young. 23 comes to mind for some reason.
Mhm. As we connect very deeply with this scene, tell me why it is that this young girl is being hung. What's happening?
Something that was said. Something she said.
Mhm. Let's go back. Let's go back to before she was placed in this rope. Let's travel back to before this scene happened. And let's see if we can understand what it was that she said that caused this whole experience. Tell me what you see, what you notice. What was it that she said?
Like she don't care what anybody else thinks about her, how they feel, but she's gonna say what she feels and thinks.
Mm-hmm. And who is it that she said what she thinks to that started this whole process? Who was it that she spoke to?
Almost get that as like a leader in the community or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So let's go to that day. Let's move to that day where she spoke to that leader in the community. And let's find out, what was it that she said?
Ah, your God's fake. You're praying to a make believe God. You're all fooled.
And what was the reaction that she received when she said those words?
For some reason, witch comes to mind. Like I'm possessed.
Mm. Did they think that she was a witch, or is she really a witch in that life?
I feel like I practiced.
Mm-hmm. What
I
type of
don't want to.
witchcraft did you practice? Was it good, bad? What did you do?
Oh, it was all good, all natural, all
Mm-hmm.
all natural. All had to do with the earth. I was minding my own business. They were trying to convert me.
How were they trying to convert you?
They started by inviting me to go to church and over to their houses. I was fine by myself. I was minding my own business.
And so, as you spoke your mind to these people, tell me what happens next. What do they do to you?
Apparently, they saw me as a threat. They wanted to get rid of the threat. They all decided that the best way to get rid of me was to just hang me.
And how did that make you feel?
Oh, so dumb and ignorant. I was just minding my own business. They had no business bothering me.
So, I want you to go to that very last moment in that life, going to the very last moment right before the soul comes out of the body. I want you to tell me what your very last thought was before you passed.
Why? I just don't understand why.
So, where is your soul while all this is happening?
I almost feel like it's lost.
Hmm. Why does it feel like it's lost?
Doesn't know where to go.
Mhm. So, let's go back. Let's travel back to before the decision was made to hang you. And I want you to see these people in front of you that made that decision to take your life. And I want you to speak to them now. And I want you to tell them that it's not okay for them to make that decision about another person's life. They don't get to do that to you. Speak to them now and tell them how you feel.
You made a decision to take my life for absolutely no good reason. I was minding my own business. I didn't bother you. You had no right. Just like I have no right to take your life, you had no right to take. You're ignorant. You're scared. You're fear. You let fear guide your decisions, and this is what you do. It's wrong. It's not right. It's my life, not yours.
Very good. I'm going to strike a tuning fork, and I want you to take back all of the energy that they stole from you. Breathe it back into your body. Feel yourself opening your arms and taking all of that energy back that they stole from you. Bring that energy back into the throat and release that rope.
Mm.
See the rope falling away as you stand in your power, taking all of that energy back into the body, bringing that piece of you and reintegrating it. Let's connect in with that throat. Tell me how that feels, what you notice.
I don't feel like the lump anymore. The well, it feels like it's dissipating.
Beautiful. And so we're going to ask the beautiful guides and angels to continue to bring in healing frequencies throughout this session to assist with cleansing that area, releasing any residual energy, and transmuting that experience, disconnecting that energy. Very good. So the other area was the throat. And you said you felt like you swallowed quite a bit, almost like there was something there. So was that connected to the energy we just released?
Feels like it. Feels like it's dissipating. It's not as constant enough. It almost feels deflated, like it's not as big as it used to be.
Okay. Let's double check that area. I'm going to ask the higher self to scan into the throat area and tell us if there's an additional energy in there or if that's just residual energy from what we just released.
It feels like there's something hanging on.
Mhm. Very good. Let's connect with that energy that feels like it's hanging on. And let's see if that energy could speak with us. If it could, what would it say?
I'm not getting nothing.
So, as we connect with that energy that's hanging on, do you get a sense of that being a conscious energy? Does it feel like a trapped emotion? Or does it feel like maybe something that was placed there in the throat?
Consciousness comes to mind.
Okay. And this consciousness that's there in the throat, has this consciousness ever had a human physical body? Or is this another type of being?
Eric came to mind.
Say that again for me. It broke up a little.
Eric,
Eric. Very good. Eric, how old are you?
I don't know if 23 and came to mind first,
Okay.
I guess.
That's fine. It's very good. Eric, tell me, what it was that happened to you to cause you to lose your life. Think back to that last day in your life and see if you can tell me what caused your death.
I almost feel like it was something that happened when I was in Iraq.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this is something that attached to you in Iraq.
It's like the person lost their life in Iraq
Yes.
when I was there.
And so I'm just going to ask all of the beautiful guides and angels to begin to channel in some healing energy for this soul, helping him to know that he's safe and that we're simply here to help him get back home, and that it's safe to speak with us. And I'm going to ask this being that can tell me a little bit about how it lost its life, how he lost his life in Iraq. What happened on that day?
Initially, a car accident came to mind, but now it's like an explosion. I don't know if it's explosion with the car,
And so,
like
as this,
like an IED, I think.
okay, very good. And so, as this being has been with you for some time, tell me what are some of the issues that he's been causing for you?
Lots of aches and pains. Head, back, lots of problems.
Yes. So, what we're going to do is we're going to help Eric with his healing first. Since he was in that explosion, his body, his physical body, probably experienced quite a bit of damage. So I'm going to call upon the archangels and the guides and angels that are here with us today to begin to bring in a healing energy for Eric, the frequencies that he needs to repair any damage that his physical body may have experienced during that explosion. And ask the guides to help him to find that divine spark of light within him, remembering who he truly is. And Eric, I'm going to ask you to look around. The angels will help you to find that beautiful divine white light of source. Tell me when you notice it.
I see it.
Mhm. And I want you to look in there. Tell me who's there waiting for you today.
Some of my buddies.
Tell me what they say to you.
It's time to go.
Yeah. Eric, are you ready to let go of this one here and go home to get the healing that you need and the rest that you need?
He says he's been getting healing from me.
He's been getting healing from you, Melanie. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that Melanie is a very powerful healer, but you being attached to her, you're causing her a lot of pain and issues, which holds her back. Do you see that?
Yes.
Yes. Do you feel like that's fair to her?
No. It's
So she
comfortable here.
It is comfortable. And ask the angels and guides to show you, though, what life will be like once you detach and go home. What do they show you?
I can have my own fun, my own life.
How does that sound?
I miss my buddies.
Yeah, they're ready to see you, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So, Eric, are you ready to let go of Melanie and go home and be with your buddies again and start that new path for yourself, one that you get to choose.
It's hard to go. It's hard to leave.
I know it is, sweetheart. I know, but it's what's best for both of you. Do you see that? And we're going to help you. We're going to help you, and we're all going to surround you in love. And we've got a beautiful team. If you just look around, that's right there ready to love you and support you and help you get back home. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Beautiful. So, Eric, what I want you to do is I want you to begin to pull all of your energy out of the body, everywhere that you're connected, any energy centers, taking all of your energy back. As you take your energy out, I want you to give Melanie back all of her energy that you've taken from her. Melanie, I want you to feel all that energy returning back into the throat, back into the body. Archangel Michael is right there. He's going to give you a hand and assist you out of the body. Archangel Raphael is going to bring in a beautiful energy to help you detach.
Mm.
Tell me what you feel, what you notice.
Lighter.
Yes. Tell me when Eric is completely out.
Take it all, Eric. Take it
Mm.
all. Take it all. And everything that's yours, take it.
Tell me when he's out.
Feel like there's a grip on my heart.
Mm-hmm. Is that Eric's grip or is that someone else's grip?
Mm. Mm. I can't tell.
Mm-hmm. Let's have the guides illuminate the heart, just bringing in some light so that we can know exactly what's gripping the heart. And ask the higher self to verify, is that Eric's grip or is that someone else's or something else?
It's almost, it's like encaptured, just surrounded
Mm-hmm.
and holding on. It just almost like it's
Does this feel like a
blocking.
does it feel like a conscious energy to you? Does it feel like it's something that's been placed there in or
It
around the heart?
it looks like thousands of tentacles.
Okay, very good. I'm going to ask the guides and angels to continue to help Eric back out of the body, all of his energy. Michael will cut any cords or connections and assist Eric back to the light for healing. We send you with so much light and love, and let's focus on those tentacles. As we connect with those tentacles, I want to find out first when this energy attached to Melanie. What age was she?
3?
Mm-hmm. And what was happening, or why at the age of 3 was this entity able to attach to her?
She was scared. Parents were fighting. She was scared.
Yes, very good. And so this entity, did did it attach to her on its own, or does it have a master that told it to attach to her?
I'm just hearing that it's protecting me,
In what way is it protecting you?
protecting my heart.
Mhm. What is it protecting it from?
pain, hurt, fear.
Mm. Why does this entity feel that it needs to protect you from that?
She wanted help,
Mhm.
so I'm helping.
So, as you've been there trying to protect her, can you tell me what issues that you've been creating for her?
Avoid problems, but she keeps walking right into them.
Mm. And when she walks into those problems, are you helping her or is it making it worse for her?
I'm probably not helping like I think I am. I'm trying, but I don't think that's really what I'm here for.
Let's connect in. Let's connect in with your true purpose. Let's connect even more deeply with that true purpose. What are you really here for? What do you imagine? What do you feel?
Hold her down, block her light,
Yeah.
keep her from moving forward.
Why is it that you want to do that to her? How does that benefit you?
Oh, she gives me lots of good energy.
So you've been there with her for a very long time. You've been stuck in a very small space within her. But did you know that in the center of what you are is a power source that is a million times more powerful than any energy that you can ever feed off of hers? And
Yeah, I heard
so,
that.
have you
I
heard that
heard.
before?
Yeah,
Yeah, can I show you where that is? Are you curious about feeling that energy?
she's been listening to your videos and she knows what you're up to.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
It knows what you.
What do you think about that?
I'm here helping her,
But
so
you're
I'm
not really
fine.
helping. You're not really helping her. You're holding her back. You just told me that.
Well,
Let me show you that power because if you've been listening to my sessions, then you must have seen many other beings that are just like you that have found that power and how amazing that they felt after. Can I just show you that power and you can see how it makes you feel? We can turn it back off
and
if we need to.
boy, Tia wants to say no.
We're just going to try it. I mean, what else do you have going on today? We can just see how it feels. Let's try
Go for
something
it.
new.
Go for it. Go for
Let's
it. Go
let's
for
try
it.
it.
I dare you.
I'm going to ask the guides and angels just to activate that light within you, just to show you where it is and to help you begin to feel that power and that energy that's been within you. You've just forgotten how powerful it was. I want you to let that light, that energy, that power begin to flow throughout your being. It's going to feel a little different from what you've been feeling for a while. We're going to expand it out just a little more. Tell me what you feel or what you're thinking.
I can tell it likes it.
Yeah, let's make it even bigger. I want you to feel the full force of that power within you, just so you know what you've always had. We're going to expand that light out until it completely encompasses all of what you are. Feel that beautiful energy flowing through you. As all of that light ignites within you, I'm going to ask the angels to speak with you now and to remind you who you really are. Tell me what they say.
I can be my own source.
Yes. What else?
My job here is done.
You've done a
I
pretty
don't
good
want
job, haven't you?
I don't want to go, but she wants me to go.
Yeah, she has free will as well. So, what we want to do is help you get back to where you can start the next part of your journey. You don't have to be trapped within a person, but you can have an even better experience. Ready to do that today?
Yeah, suppose.
Very good. Very good. So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to place the net of light around you there in the heart and anywhere else that you are connected. I'm going to have Archangel Raphael begin to bring in a beautiful white light and a blue light energy that's going to help all of those tentacles begin to disconnect. Michael is going to take that net very safely, begin to pull your energy up and out of the body. You can assist by disconnecting all of those tentacles everywhere that you were attached, using that beautiful light to assist. Melanie, I want you to feel that energy being pulled up and out of the body. And as that energy is being released, you are taking back all of the energy that was taken from you. I want you to feel, see, or imagine that energy flooding back into the heart, that heart space beginning to heal. Take back all of your energy. I'm going to ask Michael to tell me when this entity has been fully released from the body.
It's gone.
Very good. Very good. I'm going to ask Michael to take this entity back into the light, back onto the next part of its journey. And let's bring in a healing energy to repair that heart. What color are we going to use?
Divine white light.
Beautiful. I'm going to bring in that high frequency crystal energy again. It's going to pierce into that heart, clearing away any residue. I want you to see or imagine it expanding out everywhere those tentacles were. We're going to heal that heart. I'm also going to bring in a beautiful green frequency. I want you to imagine that energy swirling in through the heart, opening and expanding. And we're going to also send this beautiful green energy into that area where Eric was attached, making sure that all of that is healed, and the angels and guides will assist us with that. Breathing deeply and pulling all of your energy back into your body. It's all returning now. That throat is opening and expanding. Energy is flowing through. The heart is healing. That grip has now been released and the heart can open fully. Tell me how that area feels now.
Less constricted.
Very
Open.
good. Very good. I'm going to ask the higher self to do a scan of the body. Tell me if there's any additional areas that need healing, anything that needs to be released or cleared, or if we're clear.
She needs a chakra clearing.
We're just going to do that in just a moment. Anything else before we move into that?
Looks good.
Wonderful. So let's do that chakra clearing. And then we're going to make sure that aura is nice and healed and protected. We're going to use the beautiful white light of Source that holds all of those frequencies, a beautiful divine crystalline energy full of rainbow frequencies and colors. I'm going to ask the guides, the angels to assist with this cleansing and healing. And we're going to begin to open the crown. I want you to imagine the crown just opening right there at the top of the head, allowing that beautiful crystalline energy to flow in through the crown. And I want you to visualize that energy flowing down through the face. It's going to flow into the third eye, and it's going to continue the process of opening and activating that chakra, bringing it into perfect divine balance and alignment, bringing your spiritual vision even more online. Feel or imagine that energy as it flows down the face, down the head. It's flowing into every cell. As it flows into every cell, it cleanses the energy. It brings those cells, it's making them full of light. Feel that energy flow down through the face, the cheeks, the jaw, the teeth, bringing in that healing energy. We're going to move it into the neck, into that throat chakra. I want you to see that throat chakra becoming nice and bright. We're pouring the light in. We're activating that chakra, allowing you to very easily begin to speak your truth, to be heard, to be seen by those around you, to know when to speak and when to hold back, and to be in that perfect balance in every moment. Feel that beautiful divine crystalline energy flowing down into the shoulders. Feel the shoulders becoming bright, full of light, releasing any heavy burdens that you've been carrying. They're being dissolved and transmuted with this beautiful white crystalline energy. Feel the lungs filling up with this power. Breathing deeply and allowing that chest to expand. Feel that energy flowing into the heart, and we're going to set the intention that as that energy flows in, we are clearing and releasing any additional blocks, any walls, any resistant energy, any trauma from this life and even past lives that's being stored in the heart. This energy is coming through and cleansing all of that away. Feel the heart space opening and expanding. Allow that beautiful white crystalline energy to continue flowing down the body. Feel it flowing into the spine. Your spine is lighting up, becoming nice and bright, strong. Feel that energy flowing. Tell me what you feel.
It feels like it started with like a honey, a thick honey. And as it went down, it was capturing all the anything that didn't belong, and it was just holding it down with it. And then the sparkling light, like a wash, cleansing. This It's pretty thorough.
Wonderful. I love that. So let's continue bringing that down. We're going to bring that down past the heart. Every organ is receiving that energy, and let's focus on the solar plexus. That is your seat of power. And I want you to imagine that as that beautiful crystalline energy flows in, it creates a very powerful sun. We know how powerful the sun is, and you have that energy right in the center of your body. Expand that beautiful sunlight out. And as those rays of sun come out, they are connecting with and activating all of those cells, connecting in with your very DNA, bringing that dormant DNA back online and connecting you to your multidimensionality. I want you to feel that sun is burning away any density, any heavy energies in that solar plexus. And that's going to allow you to stand in your power. It's going to allow you to begin to move forward in life with ease and effortlessness, and to always know the next best steps to take, because you have that all within you. Feel that light continue to flow down the torso. We're going to bring it down into the sacral, cleansing away the density. I want you to see it melting away from the body, activating that energy center, bringing all of your creative energy, just activating that and making that strong. All of your sensual energy is returning now into your body. Feel that energy expand out around that sacral chakra into the digestive system, clearing away any dense, heavy energies.
I feel so clean right now.
Beautiful, wonderful. Let's continue that down. We're going to take it all the way down to the root. It's going to flow in to those reproductive organs, the female organs, cleansing and clearing. As it connects in with the root, we're going to get rid of and release any fears, any worries, any anxieties, any stress. And we're going to strengthen that root, that seat that makes you feel safe and secure. See all of those chakras down the center of the body. They are now glowing and bright, and the energy is spinning as it comes back online. And then we're going to take that energy all the way down the body, down through the knees. It's flowing through the joints, the blood, the ankles, the bones. It's strengthening and healing. And we're going to anchor that all the way down into Gaia, creating that nice, strong connection, grounding you even more. And then I want you to, once again, bring that Earth's energy. We're going to pull that back up into the body, because we want to establish that nice, strong connection between you and Mother Earth. See her energy flow all the way up to the top of your head. It's going to come out of the crown, and it's going to flow all the way back up to source, almost as if you have created a nice circular energy between you and Gaia and source. That energy can just flow.
I feel it.
Body. Beautiful. So let's end by expanding that energy out, because we want to strengthen that auric field of energy around you. We're going to ask the guides to assist us by filling in with light any holes, cracks, tears, rips. We want to make that aura nice and strong. I want you to see that energy field glowing really bright. And I'm going to ask the guides and angels to place any additional bands of color around the aura that are needed for healing and protection. Tell me how you feel.
Protected.
Very good. And
Divinely protected.
yes, you are. And you can do a similar meditation anytime to keep that energy nice and safe because you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself in light every day.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Very good. So I want you to bring your attention back to that beautiful garden where we started our journey with all of those lovely flowers and the tall trees. And you're sitting there on that bench in that garden. So you begin to make your way off of the bench and over to that magical path. And you begin to walk down into the garden. And as you make your way down the magical path and further into the garden, I want you to look around. Tell me if there's anything that you notice or anything that stands out to you in this place.
At first, I thought I saw like a castle off in the distance.
Mhm.
But then I see like a cottage in the woods.
Very good. Tell me more about that cottage. What does it look like?
Very simple, very basic. It's very natural. Like it's part of everything that made it was from the surrounding area.
And what is your
Almost like it
connection?
made itself.
Hmm. What is your connection to this cottage?
I almost feel like I live there.
Wonderful. Take a look at yourself for just a moment. Let's see what you look like. Do you feel male or female in this place?
Female.
Mhm. Do you get a sense of how old you are? Do you feel young or old?
I feel young, like in my 20s. I'm barefoot. It's the normal day.
Hmm. What are you wearing? What do your clothes look like?
They're nothing special. It just almost looks like rags. Dirty. I should do some laundry.
Tell me how you feel in this place where you are. What sort of emotions are you feeling?
Connected and free.
Tell me more about this cottage where you live. What's important to know about this place?
It's like uh, the trees and the roots and branches into a hillside. It's all natural. It's like it was built for me. I didn't have to do nothing.
You said you felt like it's almost like the house built itself.
Mm,
Who do you imagine created that house or that cottage?
nature. Mother Gaia?
Mhm. Do you get a sense of how she did that?
Because she controls every living thing that grows on her. And it's like the trees hold hands. And it's just as a beautiful coming together of nature.
Tell me more about Gaia and what we need to know or understand about her. What comes to you in this place?
Everything we need is provided. There's no need for greed or wanting too much. It's all there. Easy. all easy.
And does it feel like we're moving back to a time where we'll live more like this scene that you're looking at?
Hmm. Yeah, I can't tell if it's from way past or in the future.
Mm. Let's connect even more deeply with the scene, just connecting even more deeply with the scene that you're looking at. Let's see if we can understand when this lifetime is. Is this a future life, past life?
I actually feel future.
Mm.
It's just there's no worries, no stress, no fear. Easy.
So let's move forward a little bit in this life that we're looking at. Moving forward to another important scene or another important day. Be there now. Tell me what you notice or where you are.
For some reason, I get the vision of a town hall meeting,
Mm-hmm. Tell me
bunch of
more
people
about that
coming
meeting.
together. We're just talking about community stuff, like who's gonna do what. Everybody is contributing.
And what is your role at this meeting?
I'm just listening. There's a lot of people that like to feel like they're running things, and I'm good with just going with the flow.
So tell me more about these community things that they're talking about.
I guess like the self-sustaining thing that we were talking about earlier. It's just everybody pitches in.
And so, what can you tell me about how that works? How everybody pitches in? What does that look like?
Like there's a garden
Mm-hmm.
that has just about anything you can imagine, and it's enough for everybody. Nobody's got to be hungry. There's plenty. There's a natural water source, like a river nearby, and everybody's just doing their thing to keep keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like there's any stress or arguing, or it's just lot of warm-hearted greetings and lots of time to relax too. It's like you only really have to do something for a couple hours a day, and then you're on your own, and it all gets done.
Beautiful. What else is important for us to know about this way of life?
It needs to be a community of like-minded to keep the balance and the peace.
How do you bring together or make sure that you have those like minded individuals in that community? How is that done?
There's got to be a connection and an ability to get along and just feel the free flowing, easygoing like everybody wants to do their part. It's nobody needs to be encouraged. They just want to. That's what makes it all work. Everybody's got to be willing to participate and know their contribution matters. It's like a well oiled, greased, whatever system that just flows. There's this, I think the gathering is actually to celebrate because there's no worries. To be grateful. It's important to be grateful.
Wonderful. And as you're looking at this scene, does this feel like it's very far into the future? Do you get a sense how far it is where we get to this way of living?
I want it to be now,
Of
but
course.
I for some reason 8 to 10 years comes to mind.
Okay. Very good. And so, as we're in this transition and we're working towards that, what are things that we need to do now to help us get to that time?
It's all a focus on each one of us to get ourselves, our hearts, focus more on our hearts, and let our hearts do the thinking. Set aside ego and exist with our hearts. Let unconditional love be rampant. That's what heals. That's what binds. That's what makes things grow.
Beautiful. And so, she is wanting to eventually live in one of these communities, maybe a little sooner than 8 to 10 years down the road. Live in one of these self sustained communities. Is that part of her path? Something that she'll experience even sooner?
She'll be there. She just needs to find the right group connection. Location. Location's very important. It'll be where it's already powerful grid lines, almost magical, protected. It's a large area of protected. I don't know what's protecting it, but it's powerful.
So, what can she do to begin to attract or connect with those people?
They'll just naturally come in. Everyone we're meant to meet will just naturally be attracted, drawn in. Each one of us will touch lives that will naturally bond, and there's no work. It just happens naturally. It's easy. All we have to do is keep ourselves in good standings. It just cleansed and pure and just, I guess, protected.
Mm,
Yep.
wonderful. What else would you like to share with her today about this beautiful scene that we're looking at? What else is important for her to know?
It might be a rough road getting here. A lot of things being cleansed is going to be rough for some, but if we can stay cleansed and cleared and protected, it'll be like a duck in water. It'll just roll off and it'll be easy if we stay balanced and cleared. The ones who fight it are the ones who are going to struggle the most. Ones who don't want to give up their ego.
And so, what is the best way for her to stay balanced and cleansed and cleared? What should she do each day?
Just be in balance with everything around, knowing everybody's on their own path, and the only path I have to be concerned about is my own. And whatever gifts and abilities are meant to be will be. They'll show up and they're in the right time, right place. Everything's easy. Ah,
What can you tell her about her path moving forward? What does she need to know about that?
just share the love, show the light, be the beacon that those who are looking for refuge can find. A warm, safe place for healing and love, expansion, and peace.
She wants to know, what strengths and gifts does she have in this life? What can you share with her?
She does a lot in her dreams. She sleeps a lot because she does a lot in her dreams.
What is she doing?
Hmm. Goes a lot of places. I'm not exactly sure where these places are, but it almost seems like different timelines. Just trying to see what's going on.
So these are like active timelines that she's visiting, timelines that are happening now.
Mm-hmm. Because it's places she's never seen, people she's never seen, and I can't. It's like I'm not seeing anything eventful. It's just like everyday life stuff.
So almost just to be an observer.
Yeah.
Very interesting. She wants to know about her ability to communicate with animals. She feels such a strong connection with animals. She had that ability.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. She definitely has connections with animals.
Can she develop that, or she can use those skills and begin to become an animal communicator?
Mm. This is where that meditation comes in.
We knew that.
Yep.
Practice.
Yep. She needs to spend more time inside than outside. Inside herself. Yeah, put down the phone.
We already know these things, don't we?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I think it's an easy distraction. She's hungry. She wants to learn, but everything she needs to learn's inside.
And so are there other ways that she can meditate other than maybe just sitting quietly? What are the good ways for her to meditate and connect?
Well, nature's always a good thing, but right now it's cold outside, but there's nothing wrong with putting on layers and just going out there to sit and enjoy and just lean up against a tree, connect, let the animals come to her. Just be drawn to wherever you're naturally drawn to. Feel it. Just go with the pull, the natural draw, the flow. Never fight the flow. Go with it. Don't question.
She had a very special connection with a cow named Mr. Ed. What can you tell her about that connection?
Mr. Ed was a horse.
Oh, did I write down a cow? I did.
The, the cow tried to attack her, but Mr.
That's
Ed, the
right.
horse,
That's
saved her.
that's why I read that. So Mr. Ed the horse, tell her about that connection.
Hmm. I don't know why Pegasus is coming to mind like a horse with wings.
Right?
Like an e. Yeah.
Tell me more about that. Has Mr. Ed been a Pegasus in another lifetime?
I I feel that we've went for rides in the sky before. Yeah. 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 It's a lot smoother than running on the ground.
What was that lifetime? Is there anything that you could share about that lifetime that they experienced together?
It's like it wasn't even on Earth. It's like another world.
Mhm.
It just it's peaceful and easy and fun.
And what did she look like in that life? What type of a being
Hmm.
was she?
A lot lighter. I, I don't know why, but fairy comes to mind.
Mhm. Beautiful.
Hmm.
And so she had done a meditation, a meet your spirit guide meditation, and she had a dragon and a horse come into that. Now, that blue horse that she saw, that wouldn't be also connected to Mr. Ed and the Pegasus, or was that a different?
I never thought of it before, but that very well could definitely be
Mm.
a connection. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, it almost seems like a blue hue with the flying Pegasus.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it is.
And so, what about this dragon that came in? How is she connected to this dragon?
Very mystical. Very. old, wise. It's a protector, a very wise old protector. It is like beyond time and space. It's not of this earth. And awesome.
Mm. And so, is this dragon one of her protectors at this time? One of her
It's been with her
guides?
through lifetimes. I can't even imagine how far back. It's almost like it's always been. I'm wondering if it could be me.
Mm. Does it feel like that to you? Does it feel like an aspect of your soul?
I feel
Okay.
connected, but I don't feel like it's me.
Okay.
It
It's very
just is a
connected.
protector. Yeah, it's just a very overpowering protector. I'm lucky to have a dragon.
So, if she wants to call upon this dragon, if she needs help or just wants to connect, what's the best way?
Clap. I heard clap.
There you go.
like magic. Just instead of snapping my fingers, clapping.
It's there.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
It's bigger than I remember.
Beautiful. And does this dragon have any messages it would like to share today?
I am so protected. I have nothing to worry about. I've always felt very protected, but now I can see
Now you
protected
know.
I am. Mm.
Amazing. So now we know that this beautiful dragon is around and protecting her and being there for her. What about her other guides? Who else is around her?
Mm. I'm getting that there's more than I can even focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that when when we go, when our souls go to source, it becomes a huge collection of souls. That so there's so many you can't zero in on any one. There's so many helping. It's like a huge audience. It's, you can't even just pick out one. There's too many.
Wow.
It's like a ceiling full of souls just hovering, uh, like 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 clouds, just buffering and just watching over. It's crazy. Oh, I'm protected.
I would say so. She's wondering if her grandma is around. Is that one of her guides?
One of many.
Mhm.
I don't even. It's not even possible to zero in on any one. There's There's every level, it's just wow, layers. There's too many. I love them all. They love me. I'm protected. I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Not a thing. And what about Uncle Brian? Is he still around?
Mm.
Is he in that big group?
Yeah, they're all there. They're all part of the collection, the whole audience. They might have closer front seats, but it's a whole auditorium full, like a ceiling auditorium. Wow.
Very good. Very good. What is the soul contract that she agreed to before coming into this life? What can you share with her?
Bring the light, bring the love. Just be the light, be the love. Touch hearts, touch lives just by existing. Touch people she don't even know just by existing. You can't escape love and light from divine beings. It's like a pillar of love and light that just is outputted to all those around. Help raise vibrations, dispel the fear, bring in the light, encourage. A lot of encouragement.
Wonderful. So, speaking of pets, as we were talking about her strong connection with pets, she's wondering if any of her pets that have crossed over have any messages for her, and specifically Arctic, her timber wolf. Anything
He's
he
a
wants to
guide.
share, tell her about that.
They're all guides.
Mm.
They've all they've all served their purpose. Continue to help. They'll help me tap in when I'm working. They're animals. I just have to tap in with them. Call them in to help. They're there. All of them. I'm, there's a lot of animals up in my life. Wow. It's
Messages.
overwhelming.
Yes. Any messages from Romy? This was a special soul for her.
I miss her too. She misses me. She she definitely took in a lot of the pain I was experiencing, the depression. She tried to make it easier. It was too much.
Was it her choice to do that work for you and to support you in that way?
She would have done anything for me. And I was hurting so bad I feel like I couldn't give back what she gave. She understands. I know. I feel I feel bad.
Let's bring in some heart healing for both you and for Romy and for all of the beautiful pets. I'm going to strike the tuning fork for the beautiful heart energy. And we're going to send that love into your heart, into her heart, and into all of the animals, just helping to release anything that was experienced in the physical, knowing that it was just an experience and it's okay to release it and let it go, knowing that she is safe where she is and happy and healthy and still supporting you, just simply in a different form. Breathe this beautiful heart energy in as we release the pain and sadness. Letting it all go. Knowing she is always with you, and all you have to do is call out. She's right there. And she's healed and whole and complete now. Very good. Very good. Very good. Are there any final messages that the guides would like to bring through today? Anything else she needs to hear in this session?
Heather, you're a beautiful healer.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for making this possible.
It's my pleasure.
It's a bit overwhelming.
Yes. Yes, we did a lot of good work today, didn't we?
Yep. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a lot more aware.
Yeah, and we still have one session to go, so I can't wait to see what we experience in the next one.
That will be interesting.
Yes. Well, I would just like to thank all of the beautiful guides and the angels that were here with us today assisting in this session. We're so very grateful.